Welcome back once again to Jack's Tech Corner. And I thought I would do something a little bit different with everybody out there. Since I've been teaching and I've been educating now, I found it's a really better way to explain what we are doing and a better way to present this material to you if we do it in a very systematic approach. So we are going to learn, as the video series has said, we're going to learn how to install MariaDB. Okay, MariaDB is an updated version of MySQL. It's worked on by more people. There's more people contributing to that project. And MariaDB is, in my eyes, more secure and more up-to-date now than MySQL. So let's go ahead to the computer screen here. So the first thing we're going to do in this series, so this will be built as a playlist. And what we're going to learn in this series, first of all, is downloading and installing Ubuntu server. And I'm going to be setting this up as a virtual machine, but it's exactly the same as if you'd set up on a server completely on its own. Then I'll show you how to update and upgrade your Ubuntu server. Okay, now when you're running Ubuntu server, it's command line driven. There's no GUI interface. There's no pretty point and click to update your computers. But we're going to walk you through that very slowly and systematically to teach you exactly what you need to do with each one of these steps. I think this is very, very critical to learning an entire process and getting it really down in your head. You can also set this up as a virtual machine if you want to use VirtualBox. That works really well. We use it in the classroom. Or I'm using a Mac here, so I'm using the updated version of Parallels, which is another good one. There is also VMware puts out one called VMware Player that will work very well on Windows. But VirtualBox is pretty much cross-platforms. You can use on your Mac, on Linux, and on Windows. Now, originally I set up to do this series on my Mac. I run Linux Mint, and I wanted to do it on Linux Mint to show you that this could be done on any operating system. So again, you're configuring and setting up the Ubuntu server. The next thing we're going to talk about is installing MariaDB. How do we install it? Because you're on the command line only, so I'm going to show you how to do that. It's very easy. Don't be scared away. Configuring MariaDB and adding users. This is where I believe a lot of people get stuck because you set up this server and then you can't connect to it. And you don't know why. You don't understand why can I not connect to this server. So I'm going to show you in a separate video on how to do that. Each one of these will be a separate video in the series. The next part will be connecting to MariaDB using dbeaver to build databases. Now you can also use MySQL Workbench or any one of those flavors or anything else that you may want to use. But I found dbeaver. It's cross-platform. Again, I can use it on Windows, Linux, and a Mac. So it's very easy to use, and I teach on all these platforms, so I had to find something that was universal. Next, we will be finding out and learning how to install Apache 2 web server and learning the paths. I don't believe everybody knows the path to put your HTML files, to make a web page or a website. So I want to show you very clearly where that path is and how you would actually interact with that. And you may say, well, why are you doing Apache if we're learning MariaDB? Well, installing PHP and PHPMyAdmin for web-based database management relies on Apache being running and being operational. So we have to have all of those together to make all of this actually work. So I hope you enjoy this series, and I hope you follow along. If you do like this series, please pass along to other people out there that might be working with Linux or new to Linux and not understanding the operating system, or maybe just a little frightened by it. I mean, I used to be at one point, but once you learn these commands, it's very easy to interact with it, and you'll get better over time. It takes time to learn anything. So the first video we're going to be doing is going to be downloading and installing Ubuntu server. So I hope to see you back there for that video and the start of this series. Thanks for joining. Please leave comments. Let me know how we're doing here. And let me know if there's anything you're not clear about that I can go back over and maybe retouch on that subject. So thanks, and I'll see you back here on the next video.